All right, guys, it's Copper Cutlass. It's a pretty nice Saturday night compared to last night. We had a lot of storms rolling. Anybody in the Midwest knows we've had a lot of severe weather coming through. Um, a lot has been going on in the last week and a half. I don't think I've documented enough of it, but there's a lot of exciting things going on. We put a winch on the trailer. I set up my battery pack. I'll put up a couple of pictures of that stuff. Pretty straightforward stuff, just stuff that I did. I didn't want to mount all of the winch controllers on the winch externally, so I use a small battery in a marine box with all the controllers and everything concealed, and you guys will see in the picture how that all worked out. So as you guys know, we've been tinkering and messing with the tune on the Cutlass, and a big thank you to Mylan for helping me, steering me in the right direction. You know, it never hurts to have guidance, and having somebody like Mylan in your corner in the Oldsmobile world, if you know who he is, then you guys know what I'm talking about. But I'm very lucky to be able to reach out to him and have him help me steer me in the right direction with the tune on this car. And so far, I think we have a really good base tune, and we're going to find out. The Suburban is loaded up. I have to go pick up the trailer in the morning, load the car up, and tomorrow is the first day that one of our local tracks is opening, and it's supposed to be in the high 50s, so it looks like it's going to be good weather. So, yeah, I mean, besides that, the car runs good. I actually put miles on it today. I drove it. In our area, our neighborhoods are kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but I drove it throughout the neighborhoods, and the hardest part with setting up a carburetor for a car that you're going to be using for street strip is the drivability part, which is the part throttle and transmission. So, or at least that's what I think. And I got a really good reading just cruising around 30 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour, you know, that whole thing. Low speed is like probably the hardest thing to do in my opinion. And this thing did good. I killed another O2 sensor, but that's the placement of the bung on my part. I think that I have it really close to the exhaust cutout, so I'm getting a lot of reversion. And I'm getting like 20.4 AFR readings, which is just, no, that's wrong. So I need to put a bung in the header collector further up for that to be more accurate. But the reading that I got me close enough, and I think the only issue I have really is that the idle is kind of pretty fat, and that's just based off of, again, after driving the car for like 20-25 minutes and putting miles on it, coming back here, shutting it off, reading the plugs, and then letting it idle for like 10 minutes and seeing where the plugs were going. The idle is fat. But again, the idle part of the car is minimal. So like if you're at a stoplight, you're not going to be sitting there for 5 minutes. Unless you're like at a really long freight train, it'll clear up. You'll clear up the plugs after driving it. So I think we'll be all right. So the goal is that we know that the car ran an 1158 last fall with this engine, the first time out, barely running. It was dying, it was coughing, but we ran an 1158. So hopefully we can improve upon that and get kicked out for not having a roll cage. What's up, Finnegan? What's up, dude? Here he comes. So tomorrow we're going to load up, and I'm going to try my best. My wife is on board to document a good chunk of the day for you guys, kind of see how it is, like a day in the life, I guess, if you're interested. But the goal is to go out and just run the car and see what it does. The engine runs really strong, revs really good, even through the mufflers. This thing is making power just beautifully. I mean, it pulls. So outside of the car, in the last couple of days, I've took some time off. I did some work to the trailer. I set up my winch pack, which is my battery controller pack that is removable to be chargeable. A lot of little things. But we're all loaded up, ready to go. And if everything goes good, then tomorrow morning we're going to be headed out to the track and see how it goes. The weather looks good. High 50s. And we should be making the most power we can. We're trying to take advantage of this weather right now, and we're going to go from there. So bear with me, guys. I know that things have been kind of sparse between work and a lot of things. I really have not been on the up and up on my stuff, but you know, we got the other engine done, our old engine, you know, freshened up, put back together. That's going to see some dyno time when we're ready for it. Not as sooner as I thought, just because of circumstance, and it's a long story, to be honest with you. Don't want to get into it, and it's not even engine, facility, or people related. It's just circumstantial. So on that note, I'll let you guys go. I'm going to just put up a couple of pictures and videos that I've taken the last couple days that I've had off to do work. And again, thank you guys for following along. Share, like, subscribe. You know, I'm just giving you guys the most honest thing I can do, and hopefully it works for you guys. And I'm really trying to just get to that point where I can, you know, make a couple cents on this page at least, because we've got a lot of videos, we've got a lot of documentation, and unlike the rest of the world that wants to go big block olds, we've done it small block olds. So for the underdog, for the 80% of guys who buy their Oldsmobile projects and end up with the 350, we're giving you guys a little bit of hope, because that's all I've done the last 15, 16 years. And this is a accumulation of all that. So anyway, share, like, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Scrapper Cutlass. We'll let you guys go. All right, guys, so this is pretty straightforward. Told you guys what I was going to do with the marine box. So our PC 925 Odyssey battery, which just didn't have the oomph to start the car. Should be plenty for this winch, I think. If not, then I'll just buy another one of these. But you have your relays down here for the winch. You got your control box, and then your controller goes into it. It comes out, and if you noticed, I notched this so that I can just shove this back in there, get the controller back in. I don't have to constantly disconnect this. I already tested it. The winch works good, but it was kind of hard to reel it back in, so I just put the hook on it and tightened it on the hook. I didn't want to do that all over again on video. And then the lid goes up top, yada yada yada, as such. You know, tells you your voltage, 12.3. You got lugs here, so we can charge it without taking this whole thing apart. The only thing we really need to take it off for, or the strap for, is to get our controller, which is fine. I mean, this is going to be self-contained. I'm going to end up putting a strap steel on the trailer, bolted in, just so I can strap this to it next to the winch whenever we're out, and then it can come back in and get charged up, and then the winch is the only thing left on the trailer. So that's kind of my little setup, and I hope that gives somebody an idea. And the nice thing about this one too is it's got like a bunch of auxiliary ports somewhere in here. So you got, you know, like, I think some of these are like USB ports. That's a cigarette lighter. Cigarette lighter. There's a USB port. So you can charge your phone, stuff like that. Again, just a small little thing I did in the past. And you can remove this, and it could be used for something else besides, you know, just, I've seen guys just lug a battery to their winch and hook it up and use a controller and yada yada, all that crap. So that way everything is contained in a weatherproof, pretty much, package. So I do plan on getting some split grommets to seal some of this stuff up, and that's it. But yeah, you can see I cut a hole for my hold down for the battery, so it's in there nice. And so we're gonna move on to the car. And this is the end of this video, like legit. So I'm signing off again. This is Copper Cutlass. Follow me on Instagram. Bye.